There are so many excellent films on the slate for the next 2 years. It's mind-boggling how many sequels, reboots, and proven originals are slated to be released in 2020 and 2021. Today, we are going to break down our top 10 most anticipated movies for the next 24 months. Number 10. Onward, March 6, 2020. It seems Pixar is perhaps the most consistent movie-making studio in the world. For a while there, Pixar focused heavily on sequels, Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, Monsters University, etc. But this year, we will be getting 2 original stories from Pixar, the first of which is Onward. Onward finds us in a universe much like our own, except full of fantasy characters like gnomes, dragons, unicorns, and more. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland will be voicing 2 brothers who are attempting to bring their father back to life. We can't wait to see what director Dan Scanlon does with this unique story. Number 9. No Time to Die, April 10, 2020. The latest James Bond movie has seen several delays on its path to release. The original director, Danny Boyle, left the movie, and lead actor Daniel Craig sustained an injury, both of which put off production at various points. We hope that all the delay leads to a good result for Daniel Craig's last tuxedo-donning adventure. The movie is supposed to pick up in Jamaica, where Bond is resting after the events of Spectre. There aren't many other details about the plot, but we'll know soon how Craig's send-off for the longtime character plays out. Number 8. Soul, June 9, 2020. Here is the second original Pixar movie being released in 2020. From the same director as Up and Inside Out, we are anxiously awaiting Pete Docter's latest Pixar installment. Ever wonder where your passion, your dreams, and your interests come from? Asks Disney in the press release for the movie. What is it that makes you, you? In 2020, Pixar Animation Studios takes you on a journey from the streets of New York City to the cosmic realms to discover the answers to life's most important questions. We aren't entirely sure how these questions will be answered, but we are certainly excited to see how it plays out in June. Number 7. Ghostbusters Afterlife, July 10, 2020. Ghostbusters is back again for another attempt at a reboot. The original Ghostbusters movie director is passing the torch to his son for this much-anticipated continuation of the original franchise. This means it won't have anything to do with the mixed review 2016 reboot. There aren't many details about the full plot, but we know we are excited to see what Paul Rudd and company get up to. Number 6. Top Gun Maverick, July 17, 2020. Speaking of reboots, summer 2020 seems to be chock full of them. It's been 34 years since the classic film Top Gun became a blockbuster hit. We find Tom Cruise's character Pete Maverick Mitchell as an instructor at San Diego's flight school where he comes into contact with the son of Maverick's late co-pilot, Goose. We don't know how deep to expect the plot to be, but we are sure it's going to have fantastic visuals, and can't wait to get caught up in the spectacle of this one. Number 5. Dune, November 20th, 2020. The classic Frank Herbert novel has often been described as unfilmable. Classic director David Lynch attempted the feat in 1984, but it was largely panned. This time, Arrival and Blade Runner 2049 director Denis Villeneuve will take his shot to prove that this film being unfilmable is just a myth. With a star-studded cast full of Star Wars and Marvel actors, we know that the film has plenty of budget to fulfill Villeneuve's vision. We can't wait to see just what that looks like in late 2020. Number 4. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, May 7, 2021. After Avengers Endgame put a bow on the first phase of Marvel's cinematic universe, we've been patiently awaiting the continuation of several stories, and perhaps none more than the time-bending Doctor Strange, directed by Scott Dickerson, who did the original 2016 Strange film. We are excited to see where and when Strange finds himself after the events of Endgame. Number 3. The Matrix 4, May 21, 2021. One of the Wachowski sisters, Lana, is back to continue the Matrix series, though Lily Wachowski apparently has other commitments. We will see Keanu Reeves as Neo, Carrie-Anne Moss as Trinity, and several newcomers round out the cast. We don't know much about the plot and how it will relate to the original trilogy, but we can expect plenty of mind-bending philosophy set in a familiar cyberpunk setting, and we can't wait to read the inevitable fan theories that will follow. Number 2. The Batman, June 25, 2021. Batman is back with a new lead man. After a very short foray into Ben Affleck as the Caped Crusader, after 3 films of Christian Bale, Rob Pattinson is going to give his best shot as the often retold anti-hero Bruce Wayne. We are interested to see if there are any twists to Bruce's origin story, after an interesting twist in last year's Joker movie that seems to be unrelated. We look forward to director Matt Reeves' interpretation of Gotham. Number 1. Avatar 2, December 17, 2021. It has been 10 years since the original Avatar took theaters by storm. People become fully engrossed in the world James Cameron created, mostly due to his depth of immersion with CGI that had never been seen before. He waited so long so that technology could catch up to his vision for the second movie. We aren't sure about the plot yet, but most of the original cast will be returning, and we know the visuals in the film will be unparalleled. We can't wait to see the film in IMAX at the end of 2021. So what do you think? Which of these 10 films are you most excited to see?